It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Oh my God, the big rascals are back in town. Max and Ben, two big rascals.
That's right. And we got a different look to us today. If you're watching on YouTube, that's right. Our background is Survivor. We're doing Survivor, everybody.
We are?
Yes, we're recapping Survivor.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know why we haven't recapped Survivor before. I don't know why we didn't do the last season.
I don't know.
I think we thought that there were too many Survivor podcasts, but it's literally our favorite show. This is like literally the show that
we know the most about.
Yeah, it's the show that you and I like bonded over. This is like how we became friends, was our mutual love of Survivor.
That's how I knew I could tolerate you.
Yes, exactly.
I remember,
and vice versa. Yes.
Ben, I remember where I was when I learned you were a Survivor fan.
Oh, it wasn't on the toilet, was it?
No, I was on a street corner across the street from one of my favorite bodegas, and you mentioned that you were like, the only celebrities I ever see around here are like Survivor fans, and I don't even count them or Survivor
contestants.
Yeah. Contestants, and I was like, wait a minute. Are you a Survivor fan? And you were like, I consider myself more than a Survivor fan. And I was like, me too.
Yes.
What?
It's like a religion for me.
That's what you said.
It really is.
And I was like, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know, fam.
Yeah, so I have been watching Survivor literally since the first season, and I have not missed an episode since. Like, that's how hardcore of a Survivor fan I am. I was 10 years old when Richard Hatch won the $1 million, and I've been watching ever since. I've never missed an episode. I love Survivor. It's that Johnny it's that what was his name? Cochran thing where he goes, I love Survivor. I breathe Survivor. That's how I feel about Survivor.
I've never seen an episode, but I like the commercials. So that's the commercials.
Oh, so you watch the Super Bowl. You watch the commercials. Okay.
The commercials. I like I really liked the Jeff Probst show, like when he had his talk show. I was a really big fan of that. So that is Jeff. The stuff that I like. No, I've seen every season.
I'm so glad that show was such a massive failure because it kept Jeff with us forever. Yeah. In the Survivor universe.
We are stuck with Jeff. But I want to so for our Love is Blind coverage, Ben, we have been drinking from the golden chalices that they have on Love is Blind. I want to share something that I have with you. I am drinking from my Survivor Game Changers commemorative glass.
Did you buy that?
My mom got it for me.
Oh, is that a gift? That's
a gift. They were it's just the current season is what's available in the shop. So Game Changers was going on. So in honor of one of the greatest seasons.
There you go.
Game Changers. So
if we were gonna be accurate to what they drink out of on the show, what would it be? Like a little coconut
coconut husk? Yeah. I thought as I was talking, I was like, oh, you're probably thinking I'm gonna take out like a fucking coconut husk or some shit.
A little coconut cup.
Yeah.
I think that's what they drink out of it. Or no, they have their canteens, don't they? They have they have little canteens.
I'm gonna drink out of my hands.
I've got some bamboo above me and some water, and I'm catching the drips into my mouth from above.
That's what it should be. Yeah. Take away they say that they're trying to make it the hardest season ever. Take away the canteens, take away the well, make them really
They are never going to make it the hardest season ever unless they go back to Kenya like they did in season 3, where those guys were literally drinking water that elephants shit in, and they were literally having to fight against lions and tigers at night in the middle of the night. It will never be that hard ever again.
Fight lions and tigers. That's
okay. What they didn't fight that. They didn't fight them, but they had them like right outside.
But they should make it harder. So fight lions and tigers.
Yeah, put them in the ring.
That's what we want.
Put them. That's the new physical challenges that we have.
If
Go
you're
ahead.
new to the show, if you're new to us, this is Reality Alert. You know, we're not like the other reality podcasts. We're funny.
We're a
You know,
little different.
We're not like the other girls.
I guess you could say we're a bit quirky.
We're quirky. We're gonna do the strategic analysis like the other guys, but we are a little bit more comedic. We got a lot of sound
Who are
bites
the
that
other
we're gonna
guys?
do.
Let's just
I don't know who
they
the
are.
other guys are. No, there's like a million Survivor podcasts apparently.
There is, but there's one big one.
And it is called, I don't know.
I don't remember what they're called. I don't know.
There's actually a lot of Survivor podcasts that people listen to. There's one big one, but there are a couple other ones that people listen to. There is a few. Johnny Fairplay is a big one, but I haven't listened to it because why?
That's right. But we do a lot of fun stuff. We don't just cover recaps. We're going to be hopefully doing some interviews with previous contestants. We have drinking games. This is something that's been popular with The Circle and Love is Blind and Celebrity Big Brother. And I actually did these. The birth of these drinking games started way back in Survivor Second Chance, as I started making these drinking games way back then on the Survivor Reddit. And yeah, we're bringing it back now. It's going to be coming back. Yeah. Thanks, Max. Thank you.
I know that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But no, we got a lot of fun stuff. I hope you'll play games with us. I hope that you will follow along with our recaps. It's going to be a fun season, especially based on this cast, which looks fantastic, Max.
Something that stuck out for me from this cast, which I'm really excited about, is we have a lot of first-time names in this cast. We have a lot of names that we've never seen before in Survivor.
Yes. Which ones stick out to you?
We got a Roxroy, a Romeo, a Swati. I don't know if we've ever had a Tori. Have we had a Tori before?
Oh, that's tough. If we did, it was an early boot because I wouldn't remember them as much.
Yeah. Have we had an Omar?
I don't think we've had an Omar. No.
Yeah. I mean, we got a bunch of interesting things going on here. I don't think we've had a High before.
Look, when Jeff said this is a new era of Survivor, this is exactly what he was talking about. He was talking about new names. We need different new names.
No, I mean obviously part of this is the 50% CBS diversity initiative, which is like fucking awesome.
Oh, it's like amazing.
Clearly elevates it, brings an awesome thing, but the names it's awesome. Different names being written down on the parchment. We don't need the same old Kellys. There's a lot of repetition. Johns.
What else?
I don't know. There's a lot of repetition of names. Rob. There's a lot of Robs. There's a lot of Robs. There's a million Robs. We don't have any Robs. It's good.
No Robs.
So then I think what we're doing here today is we're going to assess the cast. We're going to think who's we're
going to take an academic approach to this.
It's going to be so academic.
It's going to be peer reviewed.
And then at the end, we're going to pick. Each of us is going to pick a winner pick. But we're going to see who is cut out to win. So I have picked out, we're going to go through their bio on the cast website. And I also have a soundbite from the Viacom website, because that's the only place you could find their cast videos. And I've taken the audio from them. So courtesy of Viacom, thank you, the parent company of CBS, for providing this, because you couldn't find the introductory cast videos anywhere else.
You can't even find them on the CBS Survivor YouTube page
or the website. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So let's start. Let's dig into this. Maybe let's start with Chanel Howell.
All right.
Let's dig into this. So here we go.
I'm Chanel. I am a recruiter and I currently live in New York City. I can talk my way into every kind of situation. So I said, hey, let me get my certificate in negotiation mastery from Harvard Business School. And that's exactly what I did. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when negotiating is they end up negotiating with themselves. I was sold that Hi, my name is, but sure, tell me more about you wanting to take me to the end. Tell me more about the folks that you don't like over there. A few years ago, I came up with a list of the most insane, crazy things that would either make me money or would make me happy. And at the top of that list is playing Survivor. Playing this game is proving to myself that you can do whatever you want. While society might have said that my list was impractical or not sustainable, I say I'm the exception, and I'm not leaving any cash on the table.
So,
Wow. This is a business deal for her.
Was Survivor at the top of the list of the money things or the happy things?
I think maybe both.
Maybe both? Yeah, she's like, I know I'm guaranteed to win the $1 million.
You know what? Maybe she's such a good negotiator. Maybe she'll start making deals with Jeff before the show even starts. Maybe she'll negotiate a settlement. Maybe she'll get like $50K out of it before, and then she'll leave, you know?
Yeah, she's just going to do that.
Because she's a deal maker.
I don't think she'll ever be able to do a negotiation as well as Angelina was able to, though. So
no, yeah. No,
and Angelina did that was just amazing with the rice. That was incredible. I don't think she'll be able to pull that off. We already have the best negotiator of all time. I just don't think she'll be able to stack up.
Yeah, good luck to her. So I had seen in her Entertainment Tonight interviews, she really overstudied the game like to a crazy degree. Like she has taken notes on every season she's played on these like Survivor. You know how like there will be like online like little Survivor games that you can play with other people. Like she does all of those.
Yeah, I think they're called orgs, online reality games. I believe.
Yes. So she does those a lot.
Oh, okay.
She's like, it almost, when I was listening to this, it almost felt like I was listening to Garrett from Kagayan, the guy who over prepared and then crashed and burned so quickly. Do you think there's such a thing as over prepping for this game, Max? Because we've seen it before. I think Max Dawson too from Dirty 30, he was kind of an over prepper too, and I think went into it almost with too much and got too much into his own head.
I think you can over prepare if you let it become too much a part of your personality. Like if you over prepare and then you can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
Like if you
the other thing too is if you have like a very fixed strategy going in, you're in trouble because you got to be flexible in this game.
But if you do, I mean, like if you study a lot and prepare a lot, and then
it's not a bad thing, certainly.
It's not a bad thing if you can then stay flexible and then you keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
But if she can't keep this shit to herself,
she's going to be outed as a threat.
Then it's bad. If you can't be flexible. But yeah, I mean, doing that much, I mean, especially with New Survivor where there's a million twists, like those online reality games are going to be nothing like Survivor.
No. But I do love that she's a super fan. I mean,
she's seen every season, she says here on the cast bio. I think that's very good. You know, and I mean, I think that's good. She says, what is something we would never know from looking at you? That she's good at crunching numbers in her head. You know, I don't think from looking at her that I would assume that she wasn't good at crunching numbers in her head. But I guess I wouldn't assume that from looking at anyone that they were good at crunching numbers in their head. So I guess that could be a good answer for that.
Well, she did they say she was like a Harvard? She's got an MBA from Harvard or something like that.
Something she went to Harvard like negotiation school or something.
Oh, I see. Got you. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, for those, calculus challenges this season, she's gonna be my pick to win.
So we have two people from Harvard in this cast. We have somebody from Evie went to Harvard or Yale or something from last season.
So the Survivor is similar to The Simpsons. It's like a pipeline to the writer's room, sort of.
To like all business, all high paying businesses, including Survivor. You know, if you win, you get $1 million. Have like at least one spot reserved for a Ivy League position.
Yes.
Why does Survivor have it too?
It's weird. It's weird.
Why the fuck why does the reality show have a reservation for Ivy League students?
Man, I tell you what,
Cochran, we had James Lim. If we went,
it has produced some good contestants. I will say that
it does. But there's always somebody who's
from
like,
Ivy League. Yeah,
who's like, a big part of my personality is that I went to Harvard, and I'm not sure if I should tell people because I'm so smart. I'm like, because you went to Harvard doesn't mean you're gonna be like good at Survivor, you know?
yeah.
Like who, like, besides Cochran, has anybody who went to because
Boston.
Adam went to Stanford, but that's not Ivy League. Okay.
What about Judd? What about Fabio? Was he a Harvard guy?
Fabio went to Cornell, but that's like that's the least that's the lesser of the Ivies.
Right.
I just think it's unfair that they reserve at least a spot for somebody in the Ivy Leagues on a reality show. It's a little perplexing to me.
I mean, look, businesses all over are reserving spots for Ivy League. Let's Survivor be for the non-Ivy Leaguers. Come on. Give us a chance. Give us dum-dums a chance, please.
Yeah.
No, but I do like her.
No, I like her, and I really like Swati a lot, and I think that they would have been great cast members regardless of whether they would have been whether they would have gone to Harvard or not, so it doesn't matter. But I do think it is hilarious that Survivor is focusing on this archetype of like, this person went to Harvard. They need to have the bald guy, the person that went to Harvard. It's like, okay.
My wife says expensive schools got to pay off those loans somehow. True.
And Survivor is there to help them out.
Yes, Survivor's gonna help with the student loan debt.
They got to pick. They got to have somebody from Alabama.
Somebody's got to help relieve
went to Harvard.
Somebody's got to relieve the student loan debt, Max. It might as well be this game show, Survivor.
Anything else on Chanel then?
No, I'm excited.
I like her.
I like her too. My only fear for her is that she might overplay.
I am
that's
too.
That's my only fear. But I'm excited.
But if she does, she can negotiate her way out of it. She can negotiate her way out of it. Yeah. She's a student of the game. I feel like my only worry is that she might overplay. But better in modern Survivor to overplay than underplay. But maybe not, because Erica certainly wasn't overplaying at all.
No. Mm-mm. I don't know. We're in a new era, Max. We're in a new era.
Turn back time.
We're in a new era. Anything can happen.
Yeah, just make sure to turn back time if you need to. That is important.
I do like that her pet peeve was slow walkers, by the way.
Yeah,
that's such a New York thing to say.
That's a good pet peeve.
Because she lives in New York. That is a very New York thing to say.
And a lot of these people's answers aren't pet peeves, so I like that hers was an actual pet peeve.
Yeah.
Here is Daniel Strunk, who's definitely an interesting character.
I'm Daniel Strunk, and I'm technically a lawyer, but I work right now as a law clerk for a federal judge in Michigan. I had an amazing high school government teacher who got me into the law, and there's at least some preparation for Survivor from that. If they have that challenge where you have to keep your hand up, I'll win that one, because my default position in Yale Law School was this. My hand was always up. I grew up watching Survivor, but I really don't know if I have what it takes to be the sole survivor. Look, Las Vegas should not be betting on me. I'm short, a little bit chunky. I don't know if I'll be able to do well in challenges. I don't know if I'll be able to provide around camp. I'm going to try. I'm obviously a sneaky person. I'm well educated. I'll try to be goofy, but I mean, it's unbelievable to be here at Fiji. I've wanted to be on the show for so long. It's like this itch, and I want there to be no Survivor itch anymore. I don't know if I'll succeed, but that's the goal.
This guy needs to see a dermatologist, is what I think.
I just have so much confidence in this guy. I mean, he's saying he doesn't have any, he might not win. I mean, that means he's going to win, right?
Probably. It's the reverse Richard Hatch.
He's trying not to jinx himself, which means he'll win.
By the way, Max, did you notice he said he went to law school at Yale, so that makes 3 Ivy Leaguers.
Yeah, his current residence is. What the fuck is up with this?
I know, this is getting weird.
3 Ivy Leaguers, this pipeline. This is unjust.
I'm telling you, this is just like the Simpsons writers' room. It goes straight from Ivy League to the Simpsons writers' room.
This is like
how it
J.P.
works.
Morgan. What the fuck is this? So to go on Survivor, to work on Wall Street, to write for the Simpsons, you have to fucking go to Ivy League school.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
Pretty much.
Wow. So
You know, these kids, when they're being put in these private schools and in private preschools, it's a pipeline to Survivor right from 4 years old. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, no, but I think Daniel is gonna be the character this season. He's gonna be like the big character this season. He reminds me a little bit of like David. He's gonna be sort of like this guy that everybody sees is not very physical and might have some troubles with challenges, but he's gonna be finding idols and advantages. That's how I kind of look at him.
Yeah, well, he says words to describe himself are ebullient and driven.
Wow. What does ebullient mean?
It's
I don't even
cheerful
know what that
and full of energy.
You looked that up?
Yeah. I needed I was like kind of sure that's what it meant, but I was like, that wasn't the vibe I was getting from him. So I started second guessing myself. I was like, I need to double check, but that wasn't what I was getting from the way he was describing himself in the interview.
Yeah.
You know, because he was like, yeah, I'm kind of sneaky. I kind of suck. I'm not going to be very good in the game. And he's like, yeah, I'm a super cheerful guy. I'm driven. I'm doing great. You know?
Yeah, I like him. He seems fun. Like I said, I think he's going to be more of a character than anything else this season. You know, he's going to be more of like a Devons type guy this season, I think. And hopefully he'll be a good game player as well.
He has a lot of good pet peeves. Can we go through these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Many, which as a person who, you know, really gets annoyed with a lot of people and enjoys to be annoyed, I agree. People who are so convinced that they are right that they foreclose debate. Good. People who are disruptive in movie theaters.
Oh,
yes.
Man. Yeah.
When people try to talk to you, even though you are wearing headphones. Yes. Oatmeal raisin cookies masquerading as chocolate chip cookies.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Shots fired.
Yes. Fucking hate raisins, so I'm on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like,
Enough
what
of
is
that
that?
crap.
Enough of that. Why would you make oatmeal raisin cookies to begin with? It's just
if there's a challenge where they're being tempted with food, Jeff better not bring out those oatmeal raisin cookies because he's gonna be saying nope. Sorry, not gonna be doing it.
Just gonna be like,
fool me once
and oatmeal raisin cookies to nosh on and eat, and Daniel's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Jeff." Do you know that he collects signed pocket U.S. constitutions?
Wow. Okay.
So I guess they're like pocket signed U.S. constitutions, and that he has them signed by Justice Roberts Thomas Alito Sotomayor and former U.S. ambassador to Estonia.
That is
oh
so
my God,
random.
he has one signed by the former U.S. ambassador to Estonia. Dude, that could be worth millions of dollars.
That could be billions.
That is the best fun fact. He should have just said that. That's hilarious. I love that he included that. His heroes are George Washington and Roddy Emmons. This is very interesting stuff here. I like this.
Boy, this guy is interesting.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Let's spend 2 hours on him.
I'm sure we're going to get plenty of them on the show.
Wait, didn't you say you saw some interesting stuff on him from his other video?
Yes, I'm trying to remember. What was I was telling you briefly before the show started.
Didn't you say that he said that he had cancer previously?
Yes. So that was one of the things he said. He said, and the way he phrased it was just wild. He said, And I've got a great sob story. This is what he said on Entertainment Tonight's interview with him. I've got a really good sob story, which is that I had cancer and I had to survive cancer. And he's like just talking about it so casually, like this is how I'm going to win over the jury. Is I'm not afraid to throw my sob story at them when I get to the final two. So I thought that was really funny too.
Hey, Ben, if you got it, flaunt it.
Never heard that said about cancer before, but wow.
Ben, shake what your mama gave you. Am I right?
Did his mother give that?
I don't know. Who's genetic?
I don't think that's I don't think that's how it works.
Hey, I think it's good he's thinking that way. I think it's good.
Totally. And if you can survive cancer, Survivor is nothing, and we've learned that from Ethan Zahn, obviously in previous seasons. I like his odds in terms of the survival aspect, certainly. Yeah.
Let's get to Drea Wheeler.
I am Drea Wheeler. I am a fitness trainer / fitness business owner and grew up in San Antonio, but I live in Montreal now. I feel like my life has been like a Survivor boot camp. Growing up in San Antonio, we basically lived organized sports. My middle school was sponsored by Nike. Like that's how intense we were, you know what I mean? So I am athletic, and I think that my experience in the fitness game has prepared me for this, not just being an athlete, but also as an owner of a fitness business, because I had to learn how to strategically be one step ahead of my competitors. It feels surreal that I'm here and my toes are in the sand. It's weird, like it's bizarre, but as a super fan, I want that like song as I find the idol and I put it on and then I take it away. That's what I want as a super fan.
I like that.
Yo, what's up with the middle school being sponsored by Nike?
That's crazy.
What?
That's a different. We've talked about the Harvard pipeline. This is like the professional sports pipeline school, is what it must be, because it sounds intense.
I've heard that Nike does like to invest in young children, so that is something that I have heard of before.
Wild.
Particularly in foreign countries, I think they like to employ young children in certain situations.
Look, I think she's going to be a challenge beast, obviously, based on what we're seeing here. And that seems to be her identity in this game, because that's mostly what we heard from that interview.
No, yeah, that's awesome. She seems super like into that, but she also says she's a super fan, so that's good.
Yeah.
So she should have that savvy. She seems driven. She said that she was an all-American track runner, which is super cool. I like her. I think she seems to have that dedication. She's a business owner. She has that savvy.
If people are smart, they will get her out before the merge. If people are smart, you don't want someone who is that physical going into these individual challenges in the merge.
She says she's a Kelly Wentworth fan. Okay,
all
here
right.
we go.
Love Kelly.
Yes. She says she can be the sole survivor because she believes her personality, physical strength, and ability to manipulate people to do what she wants will get her to the final. I am able to see where my different personalities fit in my life and utilize them when it fits.
Interesting. Does she have multiple personality
I
disorder?
think she has multiple personalities.
Dissociative identity disorder is what it's called.
This is good. This is the phase of our podcast where we start diagnosing people.
This
is really good. This is what we've started to do.
This is what's needed is someone who can be 5 different people, and you don't know. That way each character that they are slipping into is making different alliances with different people. And guess what? Who do you vote out? Whose name do you write down? So at the end of the day,
so Jeff has been teasing that Survivor has become a monster. Is this who he's talking about? We brought a true sociopath into the game. someone
One
who
of her personalities is a serial
You're
killer.
Yes. Well, at least one. We don't know which one, but one of them. Maybe
One
two.
of them is a truck driver. One of them is the Queen of England.
One is a baby.
You're gonna have to feed the baby their meals and change their diapers.
Man, we should produce Survivor. We get the best contestants.
Yeah, we would.
All right. I think
Oh.
I think we've about covered Drea.
Yeah.
Really appropriately. She would love this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's get
what's next?
High in here, okay? Ready for High?
Shit, dude. Oh, dude, we're gonna get high, dude.
That's where you're going with this?
Yeah, why not?
My name is Hai, and I am a data scientist. So I like to say that I can read the room better than I can read a book, and I think that's going to take me far in the game. Growing up, I was a latchkey kid, meaning that I would let myself into the house after school every day. And as a result, I was raised pretty much in front of a television. And Survivor was at the forefront of my childhood. Yule was an idol to me growing up because Yule showed that Asian men can be confident, successful, and sexy. And watching that as like a 12-year-old was empowering. So life prepared me for Survivor. Having the world come at you, given all of these traits that make me undesirable, gay, poor, Asian, what have you. When you get up every day, even though the world tells you shouldn't, it makes you resilient. So I'm looking forward to this. It's been 20 years in the making.
Wow, I love High. Already, I love him.
I love everything that he has to say. And I think he has like this great, very likable personality, which will carry him very far. But I wasn't given a lot of information from this little bit
as to his gameplay
to give a great assessment. Not that you can really give a truly great. No, yes, you can. We've been giving 5-star assessments, but I do really quite like what he had to say, and I'm getting really great vibes. But like,
great vibes.
Like,
his social game is going to be awesome. I love that. Like he says, I'm prepared for Survivor because I've watched it on TV my whole life. I love that.
I do agree Yule is sexy. That is something that I very much
Who
agree.
doesn't?
I watched that season. I was like, damn, who's this sexy man? And
anyone who has Yule as one of their favorite survivors, I'm all on board with because I'm a big Yule fan. Big Yule fan. What are some of his pet peeves? I want to know that.
I hate judgmental people. That's not a pet peeve.
That's not. No,
that doesn't count. No, he just doesn't like. Oh, here's one. I hate when people wear shoes in my house.
Oh,
that is a pet peeve. The rest of them are just like I don't like mean people, which is like that's not a pet peeve.
Do you think it's going to be a problem for him when they're like in the camp and he's like, take your shoes off?
Yeah, that's what he's going to get voted off the island for that reason.
There's so much sand in my bed.
When he's asked why he can be the sole survivor, he says he believes he's a well-rounded individual with great logical sense, a strong ability to read social situations, amazing speaking abilities, and a strong desire to better my family's lives. There's no alternative besides coming home with $1 million check.
Interesting. I guess the thing that sticks out to me is just the way he talks about the ability to read the room, and he sort of touts his I guess what would it be, like an intuition or like he's got good reads on people. I think those are great survivor skills to have. I'd be interested to know more strategy though. Give us more strategy.
He does say when they ask him whose game would most be like, he says, I want to say Parvati, but I'm not that hot nor charming. He says, I will realistically be similar to Aubrey. I'm not sure if you want to, after seeing 3 times of Aubrey, I'm not sure you necessarily want to do that.
Well, God, I love Aubrey though. I do.
You do, but never took home the crown.
No. But she is one of the best to have never won, I will say.
I guess.
I think she is. Yeah, I think she is. Alex Lake in the chat from the circle. You said maybe I'll watch and then not watch. Okay, well, I think you should watch, Alex. Survivor is 10 times more strategic than the circle. Trust me. Trust me. Right, Max?
Trust us. But I'm getting good vibes from High.
Yeah, me too. I love him. I think he's got good energy. I think he's going to be good on the show.
The vibes are good.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Jackson Fox.
All right.
My name is Jackson Fox. I grew up in Pasadena, Texas, and I'm a hospital transporter. Survivor makes you feel like anything is possible. I think you go in as one person, but you leave a completely different person. I think it makes you a better person. The life experience that has prepared me for this is learning how to be on my own after I came out. I'm a transgendered man. And I think if you can go through the process of pretty much revitalizing your entire life and bearing it all, I think you can go on Survivor and bear it all as well. I want that to be a part of who I am because it made me who I am. I think they're going to underestimate me at first, but once they get to know me, I'm going to win people over slowly but surely. I get along with a tree stump, so I think the Southern Charm will win over. And I know it sounds bizarre. I want to play honorable. I want people to say I treated people with respect. But at the same time, I want to be able to go through a really big blindside. Hopefully it's not on you, but you want to see one.
Well, I like Jackson.
Yes. Before we get to that, we did get this comment from Maya. I've never watched Survivor, but I like you guys, so listen to this podcast. That is true, guys. You don't have to watch Survivor. Just listen to this podcast.
That's
Maya's right. You don't need to watch the show. You need to watch this podcast. You need to listen to this podcast. It's very important.
Please. Yes. Indeed. I like Jackson a lot. Jackson seems like he's got really good energy going into this as well.
Good common sense here. Honorability. No, I don't know if that's a word.
My only question is what's a hospital transporter?
I think it's like maybe like doing like an ambulance between hospitals, maybe, or that type of thing, or just driving an ambulance,
or like moving people from one hospital to another.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Gotcha.
Is my assumption.
I'd never heard of that career before.
I like his idea. I did like the quote. I could get along with the tree stump. I love that, yeah. A lot of tree stumps out in Fiji.
He's going to have a lot of alliances.
A lot of alliances.
Yeah. He's going to be protected by all these trees. Definitely.
I think that one thing that I like is that he says he wants to be honorable, but he also wants to take part in blindsides, which is good because it's like you do want to have friends and have people like you, but you need to be willing to screw people over. So both are very important, but you can't be a total scoundrel because people have to like you unless you're sitting next to somebody very unlikable. So you need to figure both out. And I think Jackson knows what's up. And Jackson, good vibes. I'm feeling good about Jackson.
Yeah, I am too. I definitely, I don't think he's the kind of guy that could go out in the first few weeks. He just strikes me as someone that would find his way into a bigger group alliance, I think.
Yes. He did say that Survivor makes you a better person. You know, I think or like helps you and stuff. I mean, we've seen Survivor, people come out of it and it like totally just messes with their minds, or they just come out and they're equally as shitty as they are when they come out of it. I gotta disagree with this one. Some people come out of Survivor and they like never get over the fact that they lost. Look at Russell Hantz; he'll never get over it.
It is reality TV. It is.
Yeah. Some people go into Survivor look like searching for something. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, this is gonna be this life-changing. I'm like, guys, it's a game for $1 million, and it's a reality TV.
It has
show.
some change. It has changed people for the better, but
it has.
But Max, they're called the winners.
Yeah, and it can. I think it.
No,
can
I'm
be,
joking. I think it can be a good experience.
I think it can be, but I don't think you should definitively say, and I don't think it's a very good idea to be like, this will be the thing that changes my life. I'm investing everything in this. You know, I think it's a very dangerous thing to do on a reality TV show.
Yeah, well, very dangerous. I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah.
For dude, the way that some people come out of the show, they do not come out well. They seem a little mentally distraught from coming out of this show. They don't look good.
Well, I think Jackson can handle it.
I think Jackson can.
Jackson's gonna come out unscathed. That's what I think.
Yes, I just don't agree with the overall statement of it makes you a better person and it's like a good thing. I don't agree with it. It's untrue. It's false. Let's hear from Jenny though. Jenny Kim.
I'm Jenny. I'm a designer. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, born and raised by parents who immigrated from South Korea. I like to say that my mom was the original tiger mom. Really tough on me, bring home a 99 on a test. What happened to the other 2 points? I'm like, Mom, it's still an A+. Doesn't matter. It needs to be perfect. I was really pushed to do the best, to be the best. So I think the most challenging part for me in this game will be that I'm not going to be the best at everything. But that's why I'm here, is to be comfortably uncomfortable. And my strategy is to pull back a little bit and see what and when the right time is to strike. I love when you surprise Jeff and he goes, wow. I want to get a wow reaction out of him.
Okay, so the schools that she went to when she was a kid, they graded out of 101.
Yeah, maybe her mom had the right to be hard on her because she didn't understand that tests were out of 100. Your mom was just trying to help you. Okay? Tests are out of 100. And you thought they were out of 101, Jenny. We're just trying to help you here.
I am looking forward to all the scenes where she jumps out of a bush and scares Jeff and he goes, whoa! Those are going to be fun.
Does she know that this is... So is she not hoping for $1 million and she's just here to get validation for Jeff Probst? She's like, Jeff, wow. And then she's like, I quit the game. I quit.
I got a
Goodbye.
wow from Jeff.
And he's like, okay. Wow, you quit. Yes, again.
The background noises on these interviews, by the way, are so like distracting. It's like guys going, yeah! I'm like, what is going on back there on this clearly resort beach that they're filming all these things?
Oh, she says she can be the sole survivor because she has a high EQ. Have you heard of this before?
Is that like emotional intelligence?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I haven't heard of this before.
And what's does that go through Harvard or is that a different
you
pipeline?
have to take a test? Is there a Mensa for emotional intelligence now?
Yeah. I mean, it's graded on a scale to 101. And she's 101. No, I do think obviously emotional intelligence is important in this game. Very important. So yeah. But I've never heard EQ before, ever. I've literally never heard. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Well, she makes up testing scores, so she could be making up EQ too. She's a pioneer. Jenny.
She is a pioneer. Yep.
I don't know what to think about Jenny. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. She's got focuses on weird things, but I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be a good character.
I love her.
She's really fun already.
Normally when people say that they're like empaths, I kind of roll my eyes and have to say no, I'm not into it. But she's not saying she's an empath. She's saying she has a high EQ.
EQ, yes, which emotional intelligence,
which cracks me up. So I'm into it.
I think emotional intelligence is a thing, though. It is a thing. But EQ, I've never heard
EQ.
Maybe
we're gonna get all these
we
messages
just don't
of people
know.
being like, I'm on the EQ board of my blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's hear from Jonathan.
Let's do it.
who's like the Ozzy of the bunch.
My name is Jonathan Young, and I own a beach rental business in Gulf Shores, Alabama. This is something for 14 years I've been planning on. I've basically trained for this moment. I spearfish almost daily, and I will contribute a lot in the challenges. I want to win more immunity challenges than anyone ever has. The first impression everybody's getting is going, look at this big guy. I wonder what he can do. But I don't believe that my size is the come-all be-all. I'm not going to approach this game as a big guy. That's not my identity. My beach service life is I want to serve you. That's how I make my money. So with my tribe, what I want to do is serve. I'm going to be leader servant. So if we have a stew, and this is me in the game, I'd get a little Southern hospitality, a little strength, a lot of service to my team, and I'd mix it all up, baby.
This is very old school mentality. Extremely old school mentality. This is like I'm listening to Rupert on Pearl Islands right now, sort of.
But he gets the stew and he mixes it all up, baby. Yeah. I like how they have to have somebody from Alabama too. There's an Alabama pipeline straight to Survivor.
Yes, there has
they
to be.
love Alabama. They love. There must be a large Survivor viewing contingency in Alabama. All of Alabama must watch football and Survivor. There
Yes.
must be that Roll Tide and the Tribe has spoken.
Yes, Big Brother has something similar with Arkansas for some reason. There's a lot of people from Arkansas
and Texas A&M. There's
yes, Texas A&M and Arkansas. Yes,
yes,
very interesting. That must be where the recruiters they live in certain places.
Yeah,
the recruiter definitely lives in Brooklyn.
Do you know that? Yeah. Do you know that Jonathan Young broke the Guinness World Record for most pull-ups with 100 pounds on his back?
Cool.
And that he can sing an amazing rendition of The Little Mermaid's Part of Your World. This is all from his bio.
Wow. Okay. I did. Okay. Cool.
And that his hero is Lex Luger. He is a man of God. His
Who's
physical
Lex
and
Luger?
spiritual mentor.
I've heard of Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I don't know who Lex Luger is.
Huh.
He's a professional wrestler, television producer, bodybuilder, and football player.
Okay.
Interesting.
Look, I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. I think
winner pick.
No, I was gonna say first out. I think he might be what he's definitely
first out. They're gonna want him for challenges.
I don't know. He's this guy. Just I can't. If this is his mentality, is winning challenges and spearfishing, I can't see him getting into an alliance that easily or quickly, and I can see him being on the outs very, very quickly. This is not old school Survivor. Like nobody's looking for this huge beefed up strength. Nobody's looking for like the fishermen anymore to keep them fed. Like that's a very old school mentality.
I think he's strong enough that he'll last like a little bit, but I don't know if he'll make merge.
Yeah, I think we can both agree he's definitely not making
but
merge.
I don't think he'll be first out. I think they'll be like, yeah, we want to win some challenges. We'll keep them around.
Well, I'm going to make you choose a first out pick at some point. So
okay,
when we do our winner pick, we'll choose our first out.
Yes. All right. So is that enough of Jonathan?
I think he will be a character. It'll be interesting. I wonder if, when people want to assume the leadership role, sometimes that can be very welcomed, but other times it can be really off-putting to people as well, especially if there's other big personalities in the
It's
group.
not a good idea to pick a leadership role. It's normally a bad, and especially in modern Survivor.
And there's a rare season here or there where people want it, but in modern Survivor, you're right. It's like very rare, and I wouldn't.
If you end up having it, it is good, but if you assume it, it's bad.
Yes. I think if he takes his mentality of being a servant into his actual gameplay of I'm here to serve you in terms of the game, I'm a vote for you, then I think he could go really far in this game if that translates to his gameplay.
Yeah, I
and
don't
not,
think that's going to happen.
But I'm just saying that's what he's.
I don't think I want to win more immunities than anyone ever is always like the best strategy. It would be cool.
I mean, it didn't do well.
It kind of be a boring season if somebody just won every immunity. So I kind of hope that doesn't happen.
I mean,
Well,
look at Joe Anglim. Like
I love that guy.
No, but I'm saying
Sarcasm.
everybody wanted to vote him out every single week.
Yeah, it's like not good.
But they couldn't because he was winning. But of course, the 1 week where you don't, you're gone.
You're bye.
Same with Ozzy. Like once he established himself as a threat, it's like forget it.
Yeah,
people want you gone.
He should have bulked down, lost some muscle mass before he came on the show. You got to lose that muscle mass. Go to the Big Rascal training camp. We have it here. We will teach you how to bulk down.
We'll teach you how to lay down on a couch.
Yeah.
And
watch some Love is Blind.
Crumbs on your laptop.
Drink from a gold goblet. We will teach you. Podcast with us. All right. Let's go to Lindsay. I don't know how to say her last name, so we're just gonna go with this.
My name is Lindsay Delasowicz. I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm from Asbury Park, New Jersey. This game has been on my mind forever. I always knew I was going to play. I've been doing competitive things my whole life. From 9 to 15, I played tackle football. Probably not many girls are going to say that. I'm a tough chick, and no one's going to really push me around or try to tell me what to do. Like, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Having that edge and being competitive, I feel like is going to be super helpful. Stephanie LaGrossa from early seasons, she was the last person on her tribe, and I really do relate to that. So I definitely feel a lot like her. Quitting's just not an option, but I think the hardest part for me is trying to get out of my head and just enjoying things, because when you get stressed out, like, you're not thinking clearly, you're not being strategic enough. And if I can just like be me, I think I'm going to do really well. So I just got to like chill out.
That's my Jersey girl, but let me tell you, Jersey girls, they don't know how to chill out, and that's what we love about them.
Oh man, I was just gonna say, this is Team Good TV's pick right here. Please go as far as possible.
I don't see her chilling out, do you?
No. In fact, she seems a little spicier than Stephanie LaGrossa too. I think she's gonna be a better character than even Stephanie was, if she has the time to show that.
She has some really fun favorite hobbies. Co-ed flag football in the sand at Bar A by the shore. I'm glad that she gave a shout out to Bar A. Interior decorating for the holidays. Any high intensity or adrenaline activities, snowboarding, paintballing, skydiving, wake surfing, etc. I just love interior decorating for the holidays thrown in there.
That's awesome.
I know.
She's, I think, the biggest character we've seen so far.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's gonna be good TV without a doubt. I really like her, and right away when she started talking, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting Stephanie vibes." Like totally,
yeah,
like she's got that
vibes.
thick Jersey accent. She's like really competitive and fiery. But yeah, she's gonna be fun to watch, I think. I don't know if I'd put her as my winner pick, but she's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. She says that she's she specifies that she's a registered dietitian. I would love if somebody came on and then said that they were an unregistered dietitian. That would be fun. I want to hear
like Teddy Mellencamp. Is that?
Yes, I'm an unregistered dietitian. I'm legally required to say that.
So she's gonna be keeping everybody on diets out there, is what I.
Because I'm a registered dietitian.
None of you step off the plank for those donuts. Don't you do it? That's too many calories.
Only half a scoop of rice, guys. Half. Come on.
We need more iron in our diets, everybody. We need to be catching fish. Come on.
Ben, you know who got their start at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, right?
Who's that?
I'll give you one guess.
Tony Soprano.
No, come on.
What?
Who?
Was it Snooki?
No, come on.
What? You think everybody knows everything about Jersey? What is going on?
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
That would have been a pretty easy guess.
No, I don't know. You guys all have these weird heroes in Jersey. It's weird. Like I could have said that maybe it was the New Jersey Devil for all I knew. Jeez, like
He's the New Jersey guy.
Is he?
He's number one. He's the boss.
Okay, all right. He's number
one.
It's hard to keep up.
Look, your wife even said, "Jesus Christ."
What? No,
Ben.
I'm just saying, like
Alex Lake, Bruce. All right, here we go. All right,
you Jersey people are weird. You eat your disco fries and you fucking change lanes like maniacs.
It's called the Jersey Slide. Okay,
I don't like it. It frightens me.
You guys need to learn how to drive. Okay.
Well, I will say Jersey players historically in Survivor, very good.
I mean,
our winners at War Season, the final 3 were all Jersey players.
It's very true.
So I guess maybe we have to say that her odds are good to go.
That's
far.
true. That's true. Suri is from New Jersey as well. So
is she really awesome? Yeah, that's cool.
Lydia, let's hear from Lydia Meredith. Ooh, 2 first names. We like that. I love 2 first names.
My name is Lydia, and I'm an actor and a writer, but also a server and a bartender. Survivor has meant a lot to my family. Like, my parents have been watching, like, from the start, and of course, like, they are so scared and just so excited for me. Because, like, we always would watch it and be like, oh, I would do great in that challenge. Oh, I would do terrible. And so now, like, I actually get to put that all to the test. One of my main strategies is try to listen more than talk. I hope I'm perceived just kind of as, like, the loving, fun little sister, you know, that like will gather all the knowledge that I possibly can and use that as my advantage in the game. Because even if it might not look like it, I am thinking at all times. My brain never shuts off. It's never over until it's over. And I 100%, I will always keep fighting until I die, basically. I'll take whatever Jeff throws at me.
Well, we love a fellow comedy writer, Max, don't we?
Another Mactor. They're always putting these Mactors, these model actors on this show. That's all they ever do. God, just recruit them to come on the show to
Max, you're an
actor.
How do you think she's gonna fare this season
as an actor? She's gonna deceive everyone using the power of acting technique. She's gonna pull out the Meisner, the whatever, and deceive.
She's gonna use the Meisner technique.
The power of deception using the Meisner technique. She's gonna use Uda Hagen, Stanislavski.
The tribe has spoken. The tribe has spoken.
Yeah, she's gonna.
The tribe has spoken.
Yeah, dude. She's gonna use all the techniques she's ever learned from her tool belt.
Jeff's like, seriously, please leave. Seriously,
please leave.
Please leave. Please leave.
She's just gonna have to fucking dude. You have to listen to this though. What is the accomplishment you're most proud of, dude? This blew my mind. Staying true to myself no matter the circumstance. Also, riding Mickey's Fun Wheel at Disneyland despite being afraid of Ferris wheels. This is a brave person.
They're ready for Survivor.
She is ready for Survivor.
She's so ready. I will say I do love under her favorite hobbies it says going to the movies by myself. I respect that so much.
I like that too.
You want to talk brave, that's also brave. You know, I love it. Big fan of that.
I'm a big fan of doing that.
Yeah. That was the majority of my life when I was single, was going to movies by myself.
When I had Movie Pass, I would do that all the time. All the time.
Oh my god. What a year that was when we all had Movie Pass. Oh
yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah, I mean we'll see that she we'll see what she do. You know, she's it's a very young cast, which is interesting. She's 22. We have a few people who are in the same age range of like 24. We have one person who is 19. Being 22 is usually on the younger side, and people who are this young don't usually fare that well. It's something that does concern me. She wants to be kind of like the young, funny,
maybe she can
younger sister vibe.
Maybe she can act older though.
Well,
you know, maybe she brought a cane and she could. You know.
She should do that.
That's
She
exactly
should
what
have
she
brought a
should do.
costume, but she's saying that she won't, and that is a great failure to not use everything in your tool belt as an actor.
No, she seems fun and funny. So socially, maybe I think she could do well. I don't know if we've heard enough on the strategy and gameplay to really give an assessment there.
I'm not getting winner vibes. She is not in my winner circle. Not even
Interesting.
top 5.
Yeah, I'm leaning your way, but I think it's also because we didn't really hear a whole lot from her in terms of strategy.
Yeah,
So we'll
she's
see.
not in there for me.
Yeah.
She's too young. And she's not bringing the cane, so
you better get prepared. Jeff Probst is talking about bringing 16-year-olds on the show, Max. So,
well, I God, that would be so irresponsible.
I know. If you can drive, you can play Survivor.
Alex like her though, charming.
Yeah.
I do like her.
Yeah,
I quite like. She is charming, but will she win? No, she will not. Let's hear from Mariah.
My name is Mariah Sharon, and I'm a homeschool mom right now, but I'm a teacher. To actually be here, it's so surreal because when Survivor first started, I was newly a mother. And then 6-7 years later, he's into it. Now it's our thing. We sit down and watch it. And so based on first impressions, I think my tribe will see me teacherly and motherly, which I am all of those things, but I don't have time for that. I expect everyone to be loyal to themselves, which is what I'm going to do. Somewhere in life and motherhood and wife, like I've lost a passion or a fire or motivation or something, and I don't know exactly what that thing is, but there's a piece of Mariah out here somewhere that I need back, renewed and restored and ready to apply to the rest of life. So I'm looking for me, and I'm gonna find her. I'm ready.
See, she's out here looking for her. Why isn't she out here looking for
$1
million fucking dollars? There's a cool mill out there.
Yeah. She's interesting. I think people will like her on her tribe. I'll be interested to see if she can get into the game right away, though. The way she's talking, she wants to mother the tribe. It's like you want to be in an alliance with people that can carry you further in the game. You don't want to be mothering them. I don't know if the priorities are right here.
People don't like moms on Survivor. It's true. They don't like them.
That's not true. Everybody loves Tina Wesson. Come on. Everybody loves Surrey Fields.
Different. That's different. But Surrey doesn't act like a mom out there. She acts differently. That she doesn't like kind of like mother. She acts different. True. Like people like fucking.
And same with Tina.
Dawn.
You're right. Yeah.
They didn't play like the mother stereotype. They always get like mad at moms. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's like not cool the way that like that moms have to play like against stereotype.
That's true.
On Survivor. Like you can't act like a mom out there. Unfortunately, it's just the way that things have traditionally worked out there.
Interesting.
I don't agree with it.
But we're in a new era. So maybe,
we are in a new
era. She can change the game.
Yes. But less looking for herself, more looking for hidden immunity idols and clues.
Yes.
Bottles to turn back time. That's what you should be looking for. Time turners.
That's what we all need to be looking for, right?
Dragons. Now. Maybe there's dragons out there. I don't know.
It's a new era.
There could be dragons.
It's a new era.
If there's a dragon, you can like fly on it and shit. I don't know.
I don't. You think Jeff would throw that twist in there?
She's a baby. Her pet peeve says when someone has a big old snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus?
No, she says snuffleupagus.
Okay.
Sneeze and doesn't cover their nose. Oh my! And mean people.
I think that first one is valid, especially during the time we live in, during a pandemic. I think that's very valid.
Mean people is not a pet peeve.
No.
You know what my pet peeve is? People not knowing what a pet peeve is. That is a big pet peeve of mine.
That's not a pet peeve, Max.
Yeah, that is a pet peeve. God.
My pet peeve is people who get like so upset over pet peeves. It's like that's my pet peeve.
That's a pet peeve. She says her greatest asset is her emotional intelligence and ability to accurately read people.
Does she have a high EQ?
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. We don't know if she has a high EQ or not, so I can't accurately assess the situation. So this is very
We need a
difficult.
number.
We need a number, please. She says her game will be very easy to argue at the final 3. I believe being likable and smart/savvy pays off in the end and secures the vote. Okay, so this is looking good. I'm feeling better about it now. She's more, in the bio, she's looking better, especially with the snuffleupagus thing. But it's snuffleupagus, so hopefully that was just a typo and thing. She knows that it's snuffleupagus.
I'm kind of up in the air on her. I don't know how she's going to fare this season.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say. We'll need to see in the game.
We can't, we can't predict this one like we did the others so accurately.
Let's move on to Marianne.
All right.
My name is Marianne, and right now I'm a student and also a retail worker in Ajax, Ontario, Canada. I think my strongest asset in the game is going to be my social skills. Making those bonds, I feel, would be like a very easy thing. On the other hand, I think that the hardest thing for me to do will be to break those bonds. So like what will happen is my head's like, hey, Marianne, like watch out, like this is wrong. But my heart's like, no, I have to see the best in the person. I have to do this. And when I told my mom I was interested in Survivor, she was so confused. We're all first-generation immigrants, and I just remember my mom being like, Marianne, why are you trying to go to Survivor? If you want to be a survivor, let me take you to my village. I'll show you how to make fire. I'll show you how to cook. So she didn't really get it at first, but so many people want to play this game, and I'm one of the lucky few who have the opportunity to do it. I'm just honestly just super excited and thankful, and like I gotta make it to the end. Like I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness, I love her bubbly energy.
Good vibes.
Oh yeah,
she's fun.
She's very cute. Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's going to be really well liked out there. I love that her mom was like, you want me to show you how to make fire? Like, I'll do it. It's like, yes, actually, do show me before I go out there how to make fire.
So she's a seminary student.
Okay. Interesting.
So, does that mean she's studying to be what does that mean? Like a minister?
Like a minister?
A priest?
Yeah, priest, rabbi, or minister.
Yes. That's what that means. I wonder. And she's Canadian. Watch out. The last winner was Canadian.
That's right. They're on a roll right.
We must protect our American game from these invading forces. We got to protect it. We have to protect the game. Our beautiful game.
First they steal curling from us. Then they steal hockey. And what's next? Survivor?
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
No, I love having the Canadians in here. I love it. The more the merrier.
But yeah, I'm feeling good about it. She says she wants to play like Davey. Davey was someone who had loyalty to many people, had a strong core alliance, and was social. Not only that, but he was able to find idols and win challenges and play idols to correctly further his game.
There you go.
And she also likes that he had fun, no matter if he was on top or the bottom.
Yeah.
So I think Davey, he could have refined his game, but I think Davey did have a good time and did have some good strategies. So I
sure,
think it's a good thing. I think playing like Davey, was a good thing, and Davey was very well liked. So
he was. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to be well liked too. She's just got that personality.
Yeah.
I think she's going to go far in this game. I really do. She's definitely making the merge.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yep.
Only, but unless she gets fucked by a twist, like you turned the ship wheel a little too far.
No, there's no variables here. Our
fall into a sand
accurate.
trap. You fall into the sand trap, and then you get voted out. There's quicksand.
There are no variables here. Our predictions are 101% accurate, Max.
You're true. It's true. I forgot about that. Let's get to
Mike,
the bald man of the season.
Another Jersey boy,
Mike Turner, the Tony of the season.
Hi, my name is Mike Turner. I'm a retired firefighter, and I was born and raised in Hoboken, New Jersey. I got hired in January of 1985. I was a young buck coming on the job, rose to the rank of lieutenant, then captain, and then finally battalion chief. My career as a firefighter has totally prepared me for a game like Survivor because everybody says they'd run into a burning building and pull a person out, but you don't know what you're going to do until you're in that moment. So hopefully I'm prepared to adapt to different situations. I think the most difficult part is probably going to be me talking in a way where nobody hears me because I talk loud, call it the Hoboken whisper. So hopefully nobody hears they're getting blindsided. Otherwise, you can see Mike Turner's name written on that parchment a few times. But I will be the hardest worker out there. I don't quit. Let's face it, I have that fierce, angry look. It's totally opposite of what I am. So my job is to diffuse that look right away. Hopefully, people accept me for who I am, not what I look like. No book is ever exactly like the cover.
I love Hoboken Whisper. This is what I'm talking about with you fucking Jersey people. You're always making up these dumb
We're
fucking
so
phrases.
loud. I feel it. I'm loud.
Yes, you are. You've never been described as quiet.
We just call it being obnoxious. I've never heard the Hoboken whisper.
You heard it now. That's because you're not from Hoboken
I'm
specifically.
not from Hoboken.
See,
it's
so
very
you're out of
similar
the
to
loop.
Tony. Tony's from Jersey City, another place on the Hudson, and he's a blue collar worker. So they were like, oh, this guy's just like Tony. He's bald. He's a blue collar worker. And it's the same thing. It's the firefighter, cops, same people. Oh, we got to cast him. But this guy seems awesome.
We've had some good ones. Tom Westman, firefighter from Brooklyn. Great game player. I loved that. What he said about being adaptable, what he said about, you don't, when you run into a building that's on fire, you don't know what's coming. You got to be flexible. You got to be adaptable. And Survivor's just like that. I think that's a very good read on the game. And I really like that. I think he could do well this season.
Well,
Really
this is good. If the shelter goes on fire, like it did in that one season, then he can run in and save things,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm also there's also a lot of statistics showing that bald people are really good at finding idols.
Is that true?
So
That's funny.
Well, just think about it.
Russell, I guess, yeah.
Russell, Tony, Ty was really good at finding idols. Bald people are very good at finding idols. What's his name? Was it Joe, the guy that called himself Bodega Tony? He found an idol, I believe. Like, bald people are statistically very good at finding idols. So
so you got to shave your head if you go out.
I bet you this guy will find at least one idol or some kind of clue.
The odds say he will.
This guy is ready to play, and that is good. You have to be ready to play. He's ready to do blindsides, and I think that he's like, I think him saying like I look mean, but like I'm actually nice. I think catching people off guard by actually being nice will make people quite like him. Yeah. Because kind of being disarming makes people like you more.
He's absolutely going to be on Team Good TV, 100%.
I just think people are going to like him, and I think that he's a little bit older at 58, but I think that he'll be able to contribute and be good at challenges because he's fit, and I'm feeling good about him going pretty far.
Yeah, I am too. Yep. Unless barring some weird thing that happens, twist, whatever, I think he's definitely making the merge. I think he could go deep in this game. Yeah.
He just seems pretty savvy, and he's from New Jersey, and they have a good track record. So we have
yes, of course.
We have to feel good about people from
his
New
problem
Jersey.
is what, like we said, it's going to be the fires. If he comes into tribal council and he sees all the torches and he's trying to stuffing every torch to make sure it's safe.
He might snuff his own torch, which
that could be his demise.
That's a self eviction, basically.
Yeah, he may have. That's going to be trouble for him.
I know eviction is a big brother term. I just spoke out. I don't know how to say it.
Self-voting.
Vote out.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to. All right, whatever. All right, who's next? Okay. Omar. Oh, this is a really good one. And listen till the end. This is really good.
My name is Omar Zahir, and I'm an exotic animal veterinarian. A veterinarian, they never know what to expect because you're always working with different types of animals, especially within the exotic field, because you could come in one day and see a tiny 18-gram canary with a broken leg that you have to use your micro tools, or the next day you could have your arm shoved up a rhino's butt. It's all about not panicking, staying calm. You never know what to expect. And that's just like Survivor. I'm going to treat these people like, oh, you're a guinea pig, you're a rabbit, you're a bird, you're a snake, and try to suss out who they are. I'll be moldable because you have to meet the pressures around you. Otherwise, you'll go extinct. But I always have my eye on the prize. I want them to see me as someone kind of stupid, you know, a very simple animal, like maybe like a pigeon that doesn't really know what's going on. It's just there to have fun. But really, I want to be like a predatory bird that'll strike them when they least suspect.
The sound effect. Oh my god. What is it with veterinarians, Max? We just covered Love is Blind, and there was a veterinarian on that show, Shake,
who treated women like animals.
He just does it. That all he thinks about. He just looks at people, and all he can see is dolphin, giraffe, dog.
This is good. On Survivor, definitely don't view your trimates as people. Think about them as rhinos whose hand you have to stick up their butt. That is a very good way to view everything.
I mean, I've heard of contestants that are puppeteering, but this is just ridiculous.
Oh my god.
The good news is that if there's any sick sharks on the beach, instead of killing it and eating it for meat, he's gonna stick his hand in there and figure it out and make this shark healthy again. You know, because he's an exotic vet.
He has some really funny pet peeves that I want to read.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. People who complain about the cost of vet care. Of course, that's your fucking pet peeve. Jesus Christ. Rudeness. Feeding seeds to parrots. Gym grunters. Joey from Friends. The fact that mini wheats have gelatin. When people talk bad about pigeons, and institutional racism.
I like that he caps it off with institutional racism.
Like, I don't think institutional racism is a pet peeve. I think it's just a thing that's really bad. I don't know if that's a pet peeve.
Feeding seeds to parrots is really interesting to me. I didn't know that. I'm not a parrot
I hate
owner.
when people complain about the cost of vet care. What a pet peeve of mine.
Just shut up and pay me thousands of dollars for doing one X-ray, please.
Although it's not Friends, it's Joey from Friends is my pet peeve.
Specifically, I think
Joey. That is a pet peeve. That's a good one.
My wife says vet care is too expensive, though. I wholeheartedly agree.
How could you say that?
If you're thinking about getting a dog, folks, just be prepared to spend thousands of dollars a year on vet care. Okay.
What is I'm loving this guy. I am flummoxed, I must say, by this man. I'm getting Dr. Mike vibes, but on the veterinary side.
I think he could be a pre-merge boot, especially if he's like petting some of the other contestants. Especially if he's trying to play fetch with them or give them baths. I just think he's not going to last too long if that's the case, you know?
Oh my god, that was why.
I think he's going to be a star that shines so bright that he goes out too quick. That's what I think.
He'll last for a while, but he'll be so goofy that nobody will take him seriously.
Could be, yeah.
A la Dr. Mike.
Either way, I think he's on Team Good TV.
Oh, definitely. He says through describe him are silly, empathetic, and shameless, and that is what I got from that.
Yeah, he's self-aware then too. He's
yes.
He's a pigeon lover too. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I am not, but yeah. I appreciate that he is. Someone has to love pigeons, I guess.
Somebody's got to do it. In New York, we just consider them flying rats mostly.
Yeah, I just don't get why he's so. He even wants to be viewed as a pigeon in the game. Okay, so Omar, he's Team Good TV, great casting. This will be very interesting. Another Canadian, so I can't endorse him.
Well, you're actively rooting against all the Canadians in the season.
Dude, this is like the sort of Olympics where you have to side with America. Roxroy, here we go.
Roxroy,
great name.
I love this name. That's a new name too that we haven't had.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. We did have a Rocky.
That's true.
In Fiji, so that's the closest we got.
My name is Roxroy Bailey. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm a stay-at-home dad. Being a father is the toughest job in the world, but one of the things you learn right away is that you don't really matter anymore and that you must have patience. And patience is a virtue in this game. I hope to contribute by winning challenges, but also comfort. In terms of like having the fire, getting food and stuff like that, that sticks in people's minds. It's like, wait, hold on. I don't know if I really want to vote Rox off if he's catching 2 fish a day. I'm eating. I mean, this is a 1 in 18 shot of winning $1 million. And as a Black Jamaican American, okay, no one has given me those odds for such a life-changing event in my life. A lot of investment in just this little guy that grew up in Brooklyn. So I want Jeff to look at me and say, here, Rox, here's $1 million. And I'll promptly go and walk over and give it to my wife.
Well, I like him and I like his laugh, but no one's
Yeah, he does have a great laugh.
No one's gonna care that you're feeding your tribe. No one's
Yeah,
gonna care.
again, that's old school speak.
What
I
is
just,
this? Survivor 4? No, it's 42.
Yeah,
It's a monster, Jeff says, not a non-monster.
that's right. Yeah, I don't. I'm not getting vibes that this guy's gonna make it to the merge. I'm getting pre-merge boot vibes here.
I like him.
I like him too, but where's his head at here? He's talking about fishing. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? You know?
He doesn't like drivers who don't use the turn signal. I agree. What the fuck is up with that? Pet peeve. The man knows the pet peeve.
At least when you're doing the Jersey slide, you turn signal while you're doing it.
I
Right?
do, and then you go across 4 lanes of traffic.
You can't get mad though, because that's what you were telling people. That's
and then
where you were going.
You flip off all the Pennsylvania drivers because they don't know how to drive.
They should have a special turn signal that's like for the Jersey slide.
That takes all the fun out of it.
It's got to be completely unexpected.
Element of surprise as everyone comes to a halt and beeps at you, and then they go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then you flip them off because you're never wrong when you're driving and you're from New Jersey.
Take a look at Romeo.
Oh,
Ooh,
Romeo.
Do you think Romeo's going to be a Romeo out there? Is he going to get no showmance?
Well, he has me feeling like Juliet right now because I'm loving his story. You gotta check this out.
Yeah, let's listen to him.
I'm Romeo Escobar, 37, from Norwalk, California. I've been playing Survivor my entire life because I was born in Central America, where sometimes we didn't have water, we didn't have electricity, and then when I moved to the States, it wasn't all that much better growing up in South Central LA with gang violence, but I looked at it as an opportunity to grow. So I don't think the game of Survivor has ever seen anybody like me. I'm representing the Latino community, the immigrant community, the LGBT community, so I feel a huge weight on my shoulders, but I never fail in anything that I do. I'm a pageant coach, and my job is to prepare women for the Olympics of beauty pageants, Miss Universe. And what that entails is just taking this woman and molding her to be the best that she can be. And I'm going to take that same advice that I give to my students and bring it to the game of Survivor.
So will we see him as a beauty pageant coach, kind of like working in the shadows and propping somebody up to be the queen?
That's an interesting point.
And then slitting their throat at the last second and
Do you
assuming
think
the
that they
crown
call
for himself.
Do you think in the pageant world they call the beauty queens meat shields at all? Is that something that they I do like that assessment, Max. I could see that. I can get on board with that.
I'm hoping that's what he'll do. He'll use his beauty pageant stuff to like kind of like coach everyone and be like
Maybe a little Sandra game.
Yeah, like or be like the Ricard to somebody's, Shan, and then split them, but actually win.
Let's talk about what he says of which past Survivor will you play the most like. He says, I don't think anyone has played a game like the one I will play. Wow.
Ooh.
But I do want to achieve great Survivor historical moments like Sandra, Suri, Poverty, Rupert, and Rob. I want to be remembered.
He wants to build the shelter like Rupert did in the in the hole and like on the beach.
If he
wants to
steals
do that.
everybody's shoes, then he could be like Rupert.
That is true.
That's a quick, easy way to be like Rupert.
Yes.
Do you think he's gonna come out wearing tie-dye tank tops and going, "Arr!
Yeah,
I love Survivor.
Yeah, as a Miss Universe pageant coach, he thinks that's fashionable.
Yes. Maybe it's in again. Rupert made it famous in the early 2000s, but maybe he can bring it back. Romeo can.
He says he always finds a way to get what he wants. So let's see how it works. I think he seems cool though. So I'm intrigued by this pageant coach angle. We've never seen a pageant coach on before, and Miss Universe is big. So this is a person who knows how he gets what he wants. The pageants are cutthroat. Like this is a cutthroat person. Like,
that's true.
They're not fucking around in Miss Universe. Like that's bigger. Like that's some serious shit.
Yeah. I could see him getting into an alliance like on day one in the game. I really do.
He's not fucking around. I'm feeling good about Romeo.
Yeah. I think he's definitely makes the merge.
Oh yeah.
We've said that about too many people though. I think we have too many in our post merge. We'll get to that.
I think everyone's gonna make the merge.
Yes.
Ben, they're all gonna make the merge.
They're all making it. Who do we got
Season
next?
42, everyone makes the merge. Everyone gets $1 million. Let's hear from Swati. She went to Harvard. Can you believe it?
I'm Swati, I'm 19, I'm from Palo Alto, California, and I'm a Harvard student and I'm in the Army National Guard. My family is from India, so for me growing up, it was a lot of focus on education. So a lot of people were surprised when like the person who like was on all the science and math clubs joined the Army National Guard, but for me it was really reflective of the values my family raised me with. And I feel like the basic combat training really did prepare me because my body still remembers like what starving and freezing from field exercises feels like. But I'm so beyond excited to be here. I don't think my brain fully understands what's happening. My strategy going into the game is sort of undefined, mostly because this is season 42. I know something crazy is going to happen, but for me it makes sense to play it safe for the first few votes until I get a foothold, and then that's when I go crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm feeling good about so. I mean, she went to Harvard, so she, she's a shoo-in.
Oh, but her hero is Elon Musk. Oh no.
Oh no, her hero is Elon Musk.
That's what it says under who is your hero and why.
Oh man.
Boy.
God.
Oh,
Boo.
jeez.
Boo. All right.
Just 20 more years till we get that Hyperloop, man.
Well, she's 19. She's 19. She's 19 years old. She's very young, which that makes me not feel very winner vibes. I just don't see how you're going. You have the savviness and life experience to win Survivor at 19, and a lot of people aren't going to want to give $1 million to a 19-year-old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We didn't hear too much of her game strategy, except for saying that she's just going to stay out of the first few votes, which I don't know if that's like, I feel like that's like a scared strategy going in. You have to you got to build trust somehow.
I mean, Erica kind of did that though. She didn't really do anything.
That's true, but
we saw. We didn't see anything, but she was.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is I don't think that was. I think that was the editor's fault.
But she said that she kind of just wanted to hang back and be at the bottom of a majority alliance.
That's true.
Her goal was to be at the bottom of an alliance. She said
the types of players I get really excited about are ones that are building trust through making big moves with other players.
Well, that's what we get excited about. But does that mean that it's the best?
No, obviously it's different every season. It's obviously different every season, but that's, I can't say I'm super excited about her strategy.
You are, you aren't.
I am not.
Yeah, I am not either.
Kind of boring.
She says she wants to be a cross between Victoria Biomonde and Chaos Cass.
Huh.
That is very...
Boy, you don't hear Victoria's name thrown out a whole lot.
Well, she said she liked her blind side of Aubrey as one of the most underappreciated moves ever.
Okay.
But said she needed to take more control of her game, like Cass.
I mean, if she's gonna bring any bit of chaos like Cass, then I'm all for it. Team Good TV. Let's do it.
Yeah. If you want to be like Chaos Cass, do it. We'd love it.
Please, one of the best characters in the history of the show. So by all means.
It's a very interesting thing she's saying here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Your
up
dog
in the
likes
air.
it.
I know. Can you hear him?
I'm just gonna say it. She's 19. She's not gonna win.
I'm gonna say pre-merge boot. That's what I'm gonna say.
Pre-merge. Even if she makes it, doesn't matter. 19. She's not gonna win.
Prove me wrong.
Not gonna win.
Yep. Who we got
All
next?
right, we got two more. Let's get Tori.
Tori.
I like this one. Let's check out Tori.
My name is Tori Meehan from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'm out here living my dream come true, but it's also my family's dream. Every single Christmas, we have this tradition where we binge watch an entire season of Survivor that same day. Of course, Jesus is first, but Survivor and Jeff are close second. But I think the biggest obstacle I have is people's perception of me, because when people first meet me, I always hear they're like, I thought you were going to be like a mean girl or stuck up, but then I got to know you and you're actually super weird. Which is true. Like, I love Harry Potter. I played Muggle Quidditch. I was in marching band. I wrote a science fiction novella. And what do you know? I literally am trained in trust. So as a therapist, I've spent 6+ years in school being trained with how to get someone to trust me. So I want to be people's therapist on the island. I did not come here to be this nice, pretty girl who is boring and does nothing. Like, I came to strategize, came to play, cut throats, crush dreams, win that. Okay?
Okay.
She is high energy. High energy.
Feeling it. I'm feeling it. There is nothing weirder than liking Harry Potter and being in marching band.
She's so
total
quirky.
weirdo.
Yeah. She's
No, but I did like then
she's actually like certifiable. They need to put her in a mental institution.
No, but then she did say she wrote a science fiction novel and she played Quidditch. So I guess that is a little weird. So I will give her that.
It's not that weird. Not for a millennial.
Well, I guess for somebody that thought that she was something else, they would think that was a little weird. So I guess that I'll give her that.
Look, we have had therapist success before in Survivor. Denise,
Sex therapist.
Yeah, she was a sex therapist. A therapist nonetheless, though. Very good player. Very good player. So there is a track record there for
trained in trust.
Yes, that's interesting.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Going back to the time of Dr. Freud, Dr. Freud really abused his patients' trust in him to get things from them. So maybe if Tori can recreate that, you can probably win $1 million.
I will say I'm looking at her favorite hobbies: CrossFit, playing board games or card games, spending time with my family. The board games, card games thing. I like that. She's a gamer. She likes strategy board games. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something here.
Yeah, a lot of them have actually mentioned playing board games. Like,
okay.
If they want to talk about board games, maybe we'll get a board game alliance. We all love board games. Big Catan fans on Survivor.
Yes.
Yes. But I do like the therapist angle. Maybe she shouldn't mention that she's a therapist. It's like when people don't want to say they're lawyers. I wouldn't say that you're a therapist.
Interesting.
People don't like being psychoanalyzed.
Well, that's not necessarily the case, because I do think that sometimes if you're a therapist, maybe people want to unload on you. Maybe they want to tell you everything. So if she's listening instead of talking, that can be a very powerful tool in this game. So
she can like create a little like when Lucy sets up the thing in Peanuts for like the 5-cent therapy sessions, she can create that like on the beach.
Yeah, but give me idols instead.
Yeah, for idols, I'll give you therapy. That'd be good. Fire tokens.
Fish for therapy. Yeah,
fire token for all that stuff.
No, maybe people will unload. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, she is very high energy. I don't know what to make of her, Max. I really don't.
I feel good about her. I think she'll do well.
Really?
I think she can harness that energy.
Mm-hmm.
She's a student of the game. She loves Survivor.
The therapist thing is, it does matter, because if she's a big listener, then that, she can be high energy, but also not be the one talking all the time, and she can listen and assess.
She's trained in trust.
Yes. I don't know. She's a big question mark for me.
I like her.
I'm not gonna go ahead and give yet another this person makes the merge.
She's definitely making the merge.
We have too many.
They're all making the merge.
And who is this? This is Adam from Winners. Oh wait, no, this is somebody.
This is Adam Klein from.
This is
he went
Zach.
to Stanford, which is basically an Ivy League school. Let's hear from Zach Wurtenberger.
My name is Zach. I'm a student, and I'm from South Florida. Survivor is genuinely one of the most important things in my life. And speech and debate has prepared me so much for Survivor, which was one of my biggest things in high school, because it's not necessarily about the fact or the argument itself as it is forming your argument for your judge or for your audience. Knowing the numbers, knowing when to split votes, that stuff just comes supernaturally. But I think that the hardest part is probably the physical, because I know that I'm skinny. So I'm just gonna have to prove myself where I can, which is balance puzzles. And every single second, I'm gonna be waiting to see where is my move. I don't think anyone's gonna be looking at me as like, oh, now that's the guy we gotta worry about. And I think they might be wrong. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to like sneak right through.
Adam Klein, Ryan Ulrich. We got the skinny Cochran. We got the skinny smart boy archetype.
I call them the skinny Reddit kids. Like, there's no way this guy isn't on r/Survivor every day.
Yeah. His pet peeve is people who don't tip. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Those people suck.
Yep. He's a sketch. He's into sketch comedy writing. That's Max and I have a background in that. That's actually where we met.
Yeah,
it wasn't a
that's good.
sketch writing class. So, do you think that his him knowing how to heighten game and the rules of three will come through here on Survivor, Max?
Definitely. I think it's what will carry him to the top. Now, he talks about his skills in debate. Do you think that will help? Do you think he can debate himself to the top?
If he gets to the final three, then that might help him with the jury.
What about like at tribal council? Do you think he can debate?
Maybe, yeah.
Out?
If we get some live tribals, who
I
knows?
I feel like live tribals like hardly ever actually happen.
Well, I mean, they happen, but
yeah.
I
think the votes are like so set, and then like they kind of get mixed up, and they end up just like going back to the way the votes were like.
Just because the person who knows they're being voted out is going and whispering in everybody's ear.
Yeah, and then everyone's like,
change.
"No, let's just vote him out."
Right. No, he's this guy. He's gonna find an idol. He might be the first to find an idol or an advantage in this game.
People are on to the nerds now, though.
I know.
On to the nerds. He's like, people are going to be threatened by me. It's like, dude, people are on to you.
He's going to be caught searching on day one, and then he will probably find something and spare himself a couple more days before he gets voted out. That's kind of where I'm leaning towards with him right now.
Maybe. But he could also be good if he's good at the puzzles, maybe. If he's actually good at the puzzles.
Sure. He seems like a super fan. He seems like a student of the game. Look, he could go as far as Adam. He could win the whole thing. We don't really know. I think he could be a wild card.
He says one of his favorite hobbies is social strategy games. What kind of social strategy games is he playing?
Maybe he's playing like Mafia,
Online Survivor, or Mafia,
or one Midnight Werewolf,
all the time.
Midnight Werewolf. Those types of games. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Those are social strategy games,
I guess. Just plays Mafia.
I love those types of games.
I do too, but it just seems
fun.
like you play Mafia all the time. How often are you playing Mafia?
Maybe he's got a game night once a week. I don't know.
Just always play Mafia. It just seems like we get boring after a while.
Maybe there's other variations of that game, Max.
I guess there's Secret Hitler and stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's lots.
I like those games a lot too, but eventually
gets old.
They run their course.
No, I think Zach's going to be really interesting on this show.
I think he could go far. He could win.
I think he could be first out. He could win the whole thing.
You know what, Ben? I think it comes down to a 50-50 chance. He either wins or he doesn't win. 50-50 chance.
We're making some maybe too bold of predictions here. I don't know. This is too bold.
I think everyone has a 50-50 chance of either winning or not winning. I think that's my bold statistical claim.
Yeah.
I'd
say it's a. I'd say it's a
analysis like we do.
I'd say it's a 1 out of 101 chance. That's what I would say.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is mind blowing. How did you come up with those numbers?
It's science. It's also probably because of my high EQ that I came up with that. I don't know.
Yeah, that is just emotional based statistical element. Your EQ is so high that it faces your MQ.
Right.
And that's your math qualification score.
Math qualification. Yeah.
So that is everyone individually based. Now, I have over here, we are going to go to another little sheet that we have.
Okay. This is them separated into tribes, yes?
Yeah, we have it separated.
Now, they're not doing any pick'ems or anything on the first step. These are already established ahead of time that these are their tribes,
Yes,
right?
the tribes have been established. This is, I got this from Reddit. It's from the user Refill Will. So thank you, Reddit user Refill Will. I believe he created this.
Nice.
So we have everybody in tribes. So first we have the Ika tribe. And this consists of Roxroy, Romeo, Swati, Tori, Drea, and Zach. I'll repeat
This is the craziest tribe of all
let me repeat
three.
it then for the audio listeners.
Yeah.
Roxroy, Romeo, Swati, Tori, Drea, and Zach. It's an interesting dynamic we have here
This
in the
is
Ika
a
tribe.
wild card tribe. As I'm seeing it, there's a lot of the people that I had big question marks for are in this particular tribe. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's quite the interesting dynamic.
We do have two of the youngest people on this tribe, the two youngest. We have Swati and Zach. The two youngest people are on this tribe together.
I could see Swati and Zach getting along.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think who's the odd person out here? I think it might be Roxroy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Roxroy is older. He's a dad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's significantly older than everybody else. That could be a little bit different than everybody else, you know, because like everyone else is a little bit younger. I have no idea what's going to happen on this darn tribe.
This tribe is a wild card tribe. I'm telling you, they're a wild card tribe.
But yeah, I think that if anybody was going to be the first out of this tribe, I would say probably Roxroy.
They are physical, though. They are physical. They do have Drea, the challenge beast, or what we assume will be the challenge beast.
Yeah, but is everybody else physical?
Roxroy is, isn't he?
I think like enough.
He looks buff.
Yeah, he looks buff.
Like a big guy, unless he's like big in the other way.
No, he's not
muscular big.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we
I don't
have.
know. They could be good. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We have the Taku tribe, which has Lindsay, Jackson, Marianne, Mariah, Jonathan, and Omar. Once again, the Taku tribe with Lindsay, Jackson, Marianne, Mariah, Jonathan, and Omar. Interesting tribe dynamic we have here. I think this tribe could get along.
I think they could too. I think they could be dominant in challenges.
A fun bunch we have going on here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like this tribe.
You get Jonathan, you know, really doing stuff. I think Jackson seems pretty strong too. He likes weightlifting, and so does Jonathan. So they could be really doing the heavy lifting here. And
who's the odd person out in this tribe? I'm leaning towards Omar potentially.
Potentially, I think Marianne is a little bit younger than everybody else. But Omar might be, it depends how charming they find Omar's zaniness.
Yes. Yes. It will either go a long way for him or he might be the first one gone. We don't know.
It depends how much Mariah, and then Mariah depends how much they like, how much she acts like a mother and how much they like it We just see things, like Reem when they got so mad at Reem just because she was hanging up everyone's clothes. And people were like, why are you hanging up our clothes doing this nice thing for us? They were like, why are you acting like a mom? And she was like, what? It's just we see these things happen on Survivor. I don't agree with them, but these things happen, so it's just historically what has happened before.
Yeah.
But that, so we'll see what happens with that. I guess I think it will either be Mariana or Omar out on there. Next, we have the Vati tribe finally with Hi, Chanel, Jenny, Lydia, Daniel, and Mike. Once again, the Vati tribe with Hi, Chanel, Jenny, Lydia, Daniel, and Mike.
This is a fun tribe.
Yeah, this will be a wacky tribe.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the wackiest.
Yes.
Because you have Jenny and Lydia and Daniel.
And then Daniel and Mike.
You have
and
Mike,
then you've got the business
Mike
mogul, Chanel.
dealing with the wackos.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I could see High sort of taking control of this tribe a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Odd one out. I think it could be Jenny.
Could be. Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going to want to get rid of Mike because of strength.
I could potentially see Lydia too.
Lydia or Jenny, I kind of feel being the odd one out. Jenny's a lot younger than everybody else. A lot.
Or Lydia, you mean?
What did I say?
You said Jenny.
I meant Lydia. Yeah, Lydia's 22. The next youngest person is 29. So that just could be the situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think any team is particularly more physical than another.
Taku is.
You think Taku's the most?
I think because they have Jonathan and Jackson that they have a kind of stronger advantage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
Oh no, and they have Lindsay, and she was the one that played tackle football.
Oh, that's right. Yes, beach tackle football.
Yeah, so I mean,
outside of what was that bar? Do we want to plug that again?
Bar A in Asbury Park. Well, no, that was flag football, but she used to play tackle football.
Okay.
So, but she does athletic things all the time. I just think that's half the tribe is pretty active. We don't really know about some of the other people, how active they are. I mean, Swazi's in the National Guard or something on the other tribe, and they have
That's
Drea.
true. Yeah.
But it just seems that for any kind of big power competition, I mean, my money is kind of on Taku for the first challenge.
Interesting.
I'm feeling that Taku is safe.
I could see Taku winning the first challenge.
Yeah. Money is on Taku. Okay, so let's do the first out. Who money is on the first out overall, Ben?
So I'll tell you who I'll throw out a bunch of names that I'm leaning towards right now. I'm looking at Roxroy. I'm looking at Zach. I am looking at Myra. I'm looking at Omar. I'm looking at Jenny and Lydia. So I took about 2 from each tribe. And if we say that Taku wins, then we should probably be looking at Aika.
Yeah, I've eliminated Taku
and Vati. So between Jenny, Lydia, Roxroy, and Zach, I think I am leaning towards Lydia.
Okay, you're gonna I am going to lean towards. I think I'm gonna have to say Jenny. I'm gonna say Jenny is my first.
So
out.
We're both thinking Vati.
Yeah, we're thinking Vati.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It's just who knows? We don't know how things are gonna.
It's just for fun, everybody. We're just having
fun. We don't know. All right, so you go with Lydia. I'll go with Jenny. Let's see what happens.
Okay, now winner pick.
Whoa. Okay.
Let's do it. Jonathan. No.
Myself.
Boy, this is tough. I'll just man. I like so I like High. I like Marianne. I like Drea. Mike, I think you got to throw him in there, and same
Mike
with
is in there
Daniel.
for me. I like Romeo. I like Tori.
Yeah, this is tough.
Mike, Romeo, Tori. I like Chanel.
Yeah.
Let's just create more dead air.
I know. I'm really. I'll think out loud. Man, there's certain people here that I'm like. There's the temptation to be like Mike, because
He's bald.
He's bald. He's got such Tony vibes to him. But man, I really like the energy from High a lot. I liked that he.
I think you're feeling High very strongly.
I am. I think I'm gonna say High.
Okay.
High is my pick.
Okay. Who was I saying? I was feeling.
You said Tori. Who else did you say?
Romeo.
You liked him.
I did like Romeo a lot. I did like Tori. I did like Mike. So I think it was like Romeo, Tori, and Mike.
I think my second winner's pick would have been Marianne on Taku.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling Marianne super strongly. So, Mike is my bald Jersey boy, but
you got to go with the Jersey guy, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. He's a little. It's just not. I'm not feeling that he's gonna really win. I'm not feeling that he's gonna pull out the win. He's not screaming winner to me. In these days, I'm Jackson was sticking out to me. Jackson was really good to me. Jackson, I forgot about Jackson. So Jackson, Tori, and Romeo. So let's see. Romeo is looking good. We got Tori and we have Jackson. So I am going to go ahead and pick Romeo as my winner. Who do you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to go Jackson.
Oh, you really did? You thought I was going to go and say that? Wow. Well, we all have our. I think Tori would have been the more fun pick, though. But
yeah, she's too much of a wild card for me. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows what she's going to do? She plays Muggle Quidditch.
I feel good about my winner pick.
I feel good about mine too. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
In fact, I feel pretty good. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this Vati tribe in general going far. Even though we have them going to first tribal, I think that's going to solidify bonds for the rest of the game. I think this Vati tribe is going to do very well.
Well, I'm feeling Mr. Congeniality Romeo is going to cut some throats. Mr. Universe himself.
All right. This is good.
Wow. I think we've assessed the fuck out of this cast.
Yeah, we have.
It took grit and determination. This is the real Survivor, assessing a cast.
Maybe we should, I'm thinking out loud here, brainstorming, Max, but maybe we should get like a fantasy Survivor league going with our listeners or something like that. That could be fun.
That could be fun if anybody wanted to do it.
Yeah. Comment if you're interested. We'll do a Reality Alert fantasy Survivor game. Yeah. Let's do it.
But you have to let us know.
Just a fun idea. Just a fun little idea.
But you have to want to do it because otherwise we're not going to do it.
You got to comment and let us know.
Yeah.
It can't just be me and Max's mom in this league. We need more people. Okay.
Okay.
We are looking forward to Wednesday, and we are going to be recapping live right after the East Coast episode finishes. So
so like 9:30.
Yes, 9:30 Eastern. So join us for that. That's going to be fun. For those of you who are Love is Blind fans, we sadly will not be interviewing Kyle Abrams tomorrow. There was some scheduling conflicts, but it is postponed. He does want to come on the show still. We are going to be getting interviews. They're just probably not going to be for another week or two. So
when they are able to happen, they will happen.
Yes, they will. Yes. There's a lot going on right now for them. A lot
Yeah.
going on for these Love is Blind contestants. Yeah. Anything else we need to plug?
I don't think so.
We're gonna watch The Courtship tonight, folks, and if it's good, we'll cover it. But
But if it's not, we're not going to cover it.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know.
But until then, we're Survivor focused.
Yes.
So join us on Wednesday night.
Thank you for everyone that joined us live. Be sure to give us 5-star reviews on Apple and write nice things about us. Only 5 stars and positive reviews. We can't handle anything negative. Thank you.
Yes.
Be sure to follow us on Reality Alert Podcast on Instagram, Reality Alert _ on Twitter. And if you want to get in contact with us, realityalertpodcast@gmail.com. All that fun stuff. And that's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.